I'm Jaime Greene, the Solar Queen, and welcome to Soaking Up the Sun, episode 5, where I am going live every day for a few days, answering questions that get asked on the internet about solar power. So I am answering that question from my EV. Here's my car. I don't know if you can. Here's my car. I have a Tesla, and I have had this Tesla for a couple of years now, and I have been charging my car with my solar panels. I have the ability to charge during the day when the sun is out, and so it is helpful for me as an EV car owner to be able to charge my car with the sun. And as you can see, it is sunny. My car needs to be, I think the sun's right there. I just actually finished charging my car. Look at that hair right there. I just finished charging my car. It is now charged to, see if I can show you, 80%. 80%. I last paid for charging March 5th in my hometown because I didn't have time to charge it before I was going to take my kids on a field trip with their school to the city. So we live in the Bay Area where energy costs roughly 45 to 50 cents a kilowatt hour. If you are an EV driver and you are going to those charging stations, whether it be a Tesla supercharger or if it is like a charge point or any other charging station where you're paying money for that energy to charge your car, if you own your home and if you have the ability to go solar, this might be another incentive to going solar. So welcome to my channel. I'm Jaime Greene, the Solar Queen. I've been helping homeowners for the last, oh my gosh, 6 years go solar and save on their energy costs. And I have done a short or a video on this before on how much energy my car takes to drive. And this is kind of applicable to all EVs. So if you're an EV driver, there's a lot more EVs coming on the road. Those EV charging stations are going to charge you a premium, probably a little bit more than what you're actually paying to the utility company if you charge it from your home. But you're paying a premium. Part of the reason why is because a lot of those chargers are level 3 chargers, not level 2 chargers. I have a level 2 charger, and that level 2 charger is actually integrated in with my solar system. I should open up my garage and show you it all, but my garage is a little bit of a mess, so I'm not going to do that. But my level 2 charger is integrated with my solar system. So I have a Solar Edge level 2 charger integrated with my inverter, and so it's a very safe way to charge my car from home with my solar panels. I did it earlier. It's a nice sunny day. It was rainy over the weekend, and so I didn't charge on that day. But no one's home right now. I charged my car for the last couple hours, and now it's at 80%. On a good rule of thumb of how many miles you can drive per kilowatt hour of energy is 3 miles. Is pretty good rule of thumb. It depends on how you drive. If you take off really fast, it's really fun to zoom really fast in the car. The kids love it. In fact, I had one of my daughter had a friend come home with us the other day, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, this is my first time in a Tesla." And Kira goes, "Mom, make it go fast." So for like 3 seconds, I just floored it, and it took off, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, do this again." But if you drive like that all the time, you're going to go through your battery faster, so you're going to have to recharge more frequently. But if you're a conservative driver and you use regenerative braking, I don't know if other EVs offer that, but I'm sure it does. It's very much like driving a golf cart. It's like literally 1 foot driving. It's really awesome. But if you're a conservative driver, you can charge your car and get, I would say, 3 to 3.5 miles per kilowatt hour. So instead of miles per gallon, you are miles per kilowatt hour. It takes roughly from 20% or 30% to 80%. For my car, it takes about 50 kilowatt hours to charge my car in about 4 hours. I think that's about right. Is it right? I think 4 or 5 hours or so. But again, I'm not home, or no one else is home. I'm using my solar panels to charge my car from my house, and I talked about the levelized cost per kilowatt hour, I think in episode 3, maybe even 1. So go back and watch those videos if you want. And you will see how to figure out your levelized cost per kilowatt hour. But just for review, what it is the net cost of your solar system divided by the estimated 25-year production of your solar system. So let's say a system costs you $20,000, and it's going to generate for you, I don't know, 200,000 kilowatt hours. I think that's going to be like 10 cents a kilowatt hour, something like that. I could do the math for you, but it really comes down to your system size, your usage, what you need, batteries divided by the net cost. And that net cost means whether or not you are qualified for that tax credit, because not everyone is. And even if you don't qualify for the tax credit, you should still get solar, because it's still going to be better than what you're paying the utility company, especially if you live in California. So that being said, does it make sense, or should you charge your car with the sun? I think so, because your cost per kilowatt hour is going to be less than, and I'm speaking mostly to Californians. One, because there is a mandate for all new cars by 2035 to be only EVs. I think it's insane. I'm sorry to say that, but I just think that is a tall order or tall goal to reach by then. If you live in a place like, I don't know, Nebraska, where the energy is super cheap, it might make sense for you not to get solar, because you might be paying 10 cents a kilowatt hour. If you can't get your energy for 10 cents a kilowatt hour anywhere on the world, and that's how much, like, the only way to do that in California these days is if you pay cash for your solar system. But here's the thing. Even if you don't have solar on your rooftop and you have an EV, you should still sign up for the EV charging. Like, do the EV charging rate, because then you can charge from midnight until 6 a.m. for the cheapest rate per kilowatt hour. I can guarantee you solar is still, if you do it right, is still going to be less expensive to do solar charging. Um, sorry, it's still going to make financial sense for you to charge your car with solar than not. So, especially in California. So it's all based on where you live. I don't know how much EV adoption is happening across the nation, but in California, it seems like every other car is a Tesla, or I think it's Ioniq 8, which is I think it's the VW version, and Kia. I'm seeing a ton of Kia EVs out there. I'm seeing tons of hybrids here in the area that I live, and so you're either going to have to charge it at home with a level 1 charger, which is going to take forever to charge. Like, you're going to get, I don't know, maybe 50 miles charged overnight from a 110 outlet that you plug into your car. That's going to take a long time. So if you're a daily commuter, that's going to be every day, and it's going to take a long time to charge up your car. If you get a level 2 charger installed into, you look like Ryan's World's mom. Thank you. I guess that's a compliment. I had a friend tell me that I sound like her too. So I don't know. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. And I'm a mom, and my kids used to watch Ryan's World. It's amazing. So charging your car, though, depends on, level 2 charger is going to charge your car in about 4 to 5 hours, depending on where your battery level is at. It's a much faster charge, and it usually takes like a 50 amps in your breaker. So you're going to have an electrician come out, install a charger, a level 2 charger. You want to make sure that your system, your main panel can take it, because what I'm seeing happening is people are getting the chargers, but they don't have enough backfeed, and so they run the oven, they run the AC, and they charge the car, and then they trip their breaker. So you need to have the right electrical setup for your home. In fact, we have a 100 amp service panel. We have the Tesla Powerwall 2 gateway acting as like a 200 amp service panel for our home. But when we overload it, it will trip the main breaker still. So that 200 amp gateway allowed us to put solar on our roof, and that takes the back feed instead of the main service panel. But we have and it's tripped the breaker, and our battery kicks in, and I text all my neighbors. And I'm like, what's going on? Oh, we don't have a power outage. So we had to do some investigatory, I don't even know if that's the word, but we had to investigate and figure out what the heck happened. We had our AC going. My husband turned on the dryer for the clothing because it's electric. He turned, I think we had the stove on, and we were charging our car all at one time. We overloaded it. It could have been a bad thing if our breaker didn't, trip. So just know that when you get a level 2 charger, it's going to be usually a 50 amp breaker that's going to be required to do that. So this goes back to then does it make sense to get the solar on your rooftop to get your, car charge, to charge your car with the sun? There may be some electrical upgrade. If you're going to go through the electrical upgrade, you might as well go ahead and get the solar too, because then it's all, it's pretty cool. I think there are tax credits too for if you get an EV charger installed in your home. So not only is there that, I think it's $1,000 rebate maybe, but there's that. Then you can get the tax credit for going solar, and then you can take all your net costs. And if you're going to be in your home, for a couple of years, it's worthwhile to do that. And yes, if you can't charge your car during the day, you're going to charge your car at night. It's still, even with NEM 2.0 gone now, NEM 3.0 in California, with obviously you don't want to use a battery to charge your car, because then that would take several batteries, at least 3 Tesla Powerwall 3s to be able to charge your battery, and then maybe be able to provide the power to your home when the sun goes down and throughout the night. But it's still going to be cheaper than going and filling up your your car at the gas station if you're already going to move away from ICE vehicles to EV cars. So if you are a Tesla car driver, if you're a BMW, I think all the cars are coming out with EVs. If you own your home, if your roof is in good condition and you're going to put in a car charger, you might as well put in solar, because it will lock in your rate per kilowatt hour that you are using to charge your car, instead of fluctuating rates and rates that are going to continue to go up and up and up. So let me know if you have any questions about that. When we got our second solar system installed, a big reason why we did that was because my husband's car died. Like, it literally died. It would have cost, I don't know, $8,000 to fix the car. It needed a new engine or something like that. And so we were like, we're done. Let's go ahead and get an EV. That's the way it's going anyways. I drive locally. I drive to all my clients. So let's just, get the EV, be all in on this renewable energy thing. And we'll get enough solar to charge a car, and another one if my husband ever gets one, or if we wanted to get a hot tub, or something like that, something that we're going to have some extra energy to go with, to grow with, because we knew it was our last time getting solar on a roof. And right now we're not planning to go anywhere. This is our home. This is where we live. This is where we are rooted. We're here, and we're here to stay. So we went ahead and made the investment, and we're glad that we did, especially with now where rates are at. And so when you charge your car, whether it's at home, you're going to pay less than if you go to a charging station. The convenience of the charging station is it's level 2. So if you don't have a level 2 charger, it means you're just going to charge your car faster. Well, no, sorry, level 3 at those charging stations. So it's anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour, depending on what kind of charging station you're at. Usually, if I go to a Tesla charging station, it's about a half an hour. If it's at like 20%, it is what it is, and you pay the premium. And it's also based off time of day that you go. If you're one of those lucky owners of an EV where you got free charging for life, you're never getting rid of that EV. I know people who've been driving those EVs for a really long time, and they're not giving them up because they don't want to give up that free energy to charge the car. But that being said, you're going to pay a premium because they have to profit somehow to those charging stations. But if you get solar on your house, the solar installers also we can include a level 2 charger for your home. So that is a really cool thing you can take advantage of. So if you have to upgrade your electrical panel, if you want to throw in the level 2 EV charger and get solar, do it all at one time. I promise you it is a great way to go. Um, and then you're kind of set up for a very long time. And it's kind of cool because my kids go, Mom, we power our car from the sun. They understand renewable energy. They understand that we're creating our own power from the sun because of solar panels on our rooftop. And we pay a monthly payment for that, and it's fixed. It's never going to go up. I think it's pretty awesome, and I want to help you do the same. So, do I think that EV drivers should get solar for their homes? Absolutely. Is it going to be a change in how you do life? Yeah. For the people that are working from home, charge your car from home when you're not using it or when the sun's out. Is it going to drop a little bit in your production? Not your production, but it's going to drop in. You're going to probably be pulling a little bit from the grid, to be honest. Like it's going to be a little bit, it's going to be a combination of solar and grid, especially if you're charging it at, 40 amps an hour. I think it is 40 amps an hour. I still don't understand all of that mathematical, how they figure out amperage and volts and all that. I'm not an electrician or anything like that, but all I know is I plug my car in, I see my solar production drop off because the car is demanding the solar. So everything that my solar panels are generating for me is going into my car. And then whatever my car is demanding from the car charger that's not being provided from solar, I'm getting it from the grid. And you would too. And then once that car is done charging, it will shut off, and then you'll continue being solar powered. And if you're getting batteries because you're NEM3, it's going to charge up the batteries some more and provide power to your home. So it's not perfect with NEM 3.0, but if you look at it as a swap from what you're paying to the gas station to energy, it's a savings. So I hope this was really helpful for you guys. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you're interested in solar for your home and you drive an EV and you have yet to go through getting that level 2 charger installed in your home and you need an electrical upgrade, it takes a while to do all these things, but I have been helping homeowners do this for some time that I'm kind of used to it and I know what to expect. I think it's important to get your home set up safely and smartly with solar power and solar panels and have that fixed cost for your energy versus a fluctuating, escalating, getting more and more expensive energy bill for your home. So make sure to reach out to me at JamieGreene, Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't yet. I would appreciate it. It's been fun to see the channel grow and grow and grow over time. And certainly reach out to me if you want to set up a solar appointment for your home, especially if you drive a Tesla, a BMW, Kia, a hybrid car even that's part, solar or hybrid, EV hybrid. There's some that are like all regenerative within its own system, so you don't ever plug it in. What's another? Volkswagen makes an EV car. I think Mercedes and Porsche, and there's all these EVs out on the market. Rivian, and there's another one that's out there that I can't think of right now, but I saw one the other day. But if you drive these cars and you want solar and you have the roof space, let me know. I'm happy to help you guys. Take care. Have a great one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.